My biggest fear when selling our home and moving to a bigger one and upsizing was that my wife and I and our 3 young kids were going to end up homeless because we weren't going to be able to find a place to live after we've sold our other one. So here's what we did to make sure that we didn't end up homeless. At the time we wanted to move, it was bidding wars galore. Prices are skyrocketing, so selling our home was not going to be the challenge. The bigger challenge was going to be buying our home. But we actually didn't end up doing that. So now you're thinking, well, what did you do, Haroon? Well, calm down, Spaz, I'll tell you. First, we got pre-approved. Then we started just going to look casually at homes. We started seeing some homes that we thought we'd be interested in. We even put an offer on a place and we didn't get it. But hey, you know what? That's part of the journey. While we're doing this, we're also getting our home ready. So we're decluttering, we're doing some minor upgrades to make sure that we get the most for our house when we are ready to sell. Now, being an agent, I have my finger on the real estate market pulse. And I remember the week of April 2022, we saw the market shift just a little. So instead of homes getting 30 offers, they were now getting 10. So the market's still strong, but there's a shift. I remember calling my wife from the office and saying, I think we need to pivot. Instead of buying first, let's sell first so we get the most. And if the market continues to kind of do this or go down, then it'll favor us in terms of our buying because we've sold high and then we're buying low, which is ideal. Now, typically in that type of market, you want to underlist. You want to list it low. But because we saw the shift, we listed real low, like straight to the bottom, straight to the toes type of thing. We got 38 offers and we sold for 80K more than what we were hoping to get. Win! We got a long closing, so it gave us plenty of time to look for another home. But because we had already been looking at homes prior to that, we kind of already had an idea of what we wanted and what our budget would get us. But now we had clarity on what our budget was because we had sold our home. So it took us about 3 weeks to find our next home, put in an offer, and get it. Then we had about a week where we had both of the homes. So first, we got the keys to our new home. And then a week later, we then had to give our keys away to our old home. We were able to make that work because the bank then came and said, we'll give you a bridge loan because we know you're gonna sell, so we'll give you the money to close for this one. And then once your home sells, we'll just take the money back from that with interest. And then in that week, we also did some renos to our home. We changed our flooring, we did some light fixtures, we repainted most of the home as well. And then we finally moved in about 2 days before we had to hand the keys off to our old home. And that is how we made sure that we didn't end up homeless. Now, if you're in a similar situation, I'm hoping that this story can help you a little bit in terms of your strategy and reassuring you. I promise you won't end up homeless. I've been doing this about 5 years and none of our clients have ended up homeless when they've done this. So if you're in a similar situation, I'm hoping that this story serves as a little bit of a solace, a little bit of reassurance that you'll be okay. Promise you'll be okay. But it also goes to show that strategy and someone who's in the market and has their finger on the pulse is essential. Coming up with a plan and a strategy for what works for you is the best way to go. Call us, we'll make it work for you. Thank you for watching, and for more content like this, hit the follow button.